Welcome everyone in YouTube land, Facebook land. What's going on? This is your favorite neighborhood parent relationship executive, Mr. Justin Hamza Tyler. How's everyone doing? Ramadan Kareem, Assalamu alaikum. Happy Thursday to everyone in our community. Today we are here because we are talking about some very important things, such as the GAAQ College and University workshop. All right. This is very important information. We want to be able to discuss this with you to help you get prepared to understand this admissions process. Also, to talk about AP courses, different courses that we offer, and just be able to be a forum to answer any questions that you may have in general about high school. And if you're here for middle school parents, that's amazing because it's great that you're taking a step on this early on. And so, if you're here for middle school, please ask questions as well. Every question is valid in this forum. All right. So don't want to belabor this too long. I'm very excited to get into this presentation. So we'll start first because we have to do introductions of my friends that are here on the live stream. And so first and foremost, we're going to start with Mr. Gregory, and Mr. Gregory can introduce himself, and then we'll move down the line from there.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Gregory. I'm the upper school principal, grade 6 through 12. I'm been here for 9 years now at GAAQ. I've dealt with a lot of college counseling myself and work with a lot of students on transcripts and applications and looking at that type of thing. I worked with numerous counselors. Miss Ng's the latest addition. So I've been through the processes, and I give a lot of advice to our students about what their perspectives, careers and futures look like once they leave GAAQ, and the goal is always to make sure that they're set up for success, and that's part of my job.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Ng. I'm the high school counselor. This is my second year here at GAAQ. My role is to help students with their university applications, finding the best fit for them, helping them with the college, with the applications in general, and yeah.
Thanks, Ms. Ng. Mr. Wessel.
Hey, everybody, I'm Mr. Wessel. I am the upper school assistant principal. I am in this because I take part in trying to help the students plan their way when they're coming through high school and choosing courses and all of that. And I also happen to have my own daughter who is in grade 12. And so I can see all of this from the parent side as well. So look forward to answering any possible questions you parents have on how you can handle this situation as a parent.
Yes, Mr. Wessel is a proud papa, that's for sure. All right, Ms. Muna, go ahead, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ms. Mona Ali. I am the AP coordinator. I've been at GAAQ since 2015. I've taught AP courses myself, AP biology, and now I am supporting students in deciding their choices. So any questions you have regarding these courses and what would work best for them, I'm here to help.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my friends, for introducing yourselves. I'm sure the whole public knows who you are, but it's always good to have a fresh introduction for the recorded live stream. So before we get into the presentation, I want to thank you for the families that are here right now on the live stream. As you know, at the live stream, you don't catch it, no problem at all. You can watch the replay on our YouTube channel. You can watch it again on our YouTube channel. So it'll be something that will be shared on the newsletter. And if you have the email that I sent yesterday to remind you about the live stream, as soon as we're done here, once you click that link, it'll be recorded and you can watch the entire live stream if you were not able to make it right now. So not a worry at all if you can't be here at this time. And also, as a sneaky announcement before we begin, make sure that you are actually paying for the iftar if you're going to go for Wednesday. We still have an extension left until Monday, April 1st to make a payment. And so you want to use your Sunday and Monday to your best ability. So if you can't come to the school to make the payment with the cashier, make sure you send your son or daughter to make sure to make the payment on behalf of the family. It's going to be an event. It's going to be magical. It's going to be a good time, inshallah. So definitely want you to come. Miss Ali, did a great job of securing this venture for us in our location. So we're really ready to see the families, and actually break bread together during that Wednesday iftar, inshallah. All right. So without further ado, let's start this college university workshop. So let's begin.
So yeah, the next slide. I'm gonna talk for the beginning of this, but this all starts with graduation requirements, and it all begins in 9th grade or maybe even in 8th grade, where some students take Algebra 1 as a class. But essentially, throughout your time at GAAQ from 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, you need to complete these grad requirements in order to graduate and get an American high school diploma from our school. We obviously have students who come in from different curriculums, and we talk with those students and we give them credits, and for the courses that they took in their previous school, whether it's British curriculum, Indian curriculum, Canadian curriculum, whatever, Egyptian curriculum, we bring that in, and then we make best to alter or modify it so that they meet the grad requirements of our school before they graduate. And essentially, you've got 4 English, 4 maths, 4 social, and 4 science, which is essentially what every student will take every year. They will take one of those courses every year for the 4 years, and that's how you get those completions. And then the other electives are your world language, which includes Arabic, but that can be Arabic, French, or Spanish at our school, and you just have to take 2 consecutive years of that language and pass, and then that's your global language requirement completed. We updated this year. The PE requirement used to be 2, but for moving forward, it's only going to be 1 year. So in 9th grade, we actually make it mandatory for our students so that they get that out of the way early on, so that they can focus on more AP courses in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, which again, the idea behind that is to make sure that students are successful and that they're attractive to colleges and universities, being college, university, preparatory school that we are. Fine arts sometimes confuses parents because they're like, they have to take art for 2 years. No, fine arts encompasses all of the different electives that we offer. We actually include IT in the fine arts, IT, media studies, photography, you've got your art program, you've your music program, all of that is encompassed into the fine arts category. So you just have to take 2 years of those things. And again, it's about that holistic approach, making sure the students rounded, and that's why we force that. And then student choice, you can double up in science 1 year in grade 11 if you want, which is sometimes popular. And one of those sciences counts as your science credit, and then one of those counts as your student choice. Taking Islamic studies is also student choice, so that goes into that. Although this year, moving forward, if you are registered as a Muslim at the school, you will have to take Islamic. So just be in mind, if you do register with the school, you have to take Islamic. If you're from Canada and you're Muslim, you'll be placed into a non-native Islamic class. And if you're native Arab from one of the Arabic countries recognized by the Ministry of Education, you'll be in Islamic native. But that's essentially all you have to do over your 12 years. It works out to be about 24 credits, I believe. But honestly, most of our students finish with about 30 or 32 credits once they graduate. That is just the bare minimum that you need to do. And then all of the AP courses and other courses that you take are the things that the universities and colleges look at. So we have those conversations. Everybody on this panel has conversations with students about that and gives them advice. But that's the grad requirements. And the grad requirements then goes on the next slide, which is really important. All of this is important for your college and university applications, making sure that you have the right graduation plan, all of that. That goes into looking at your courses and what credits you're going to take in which year. And you need to think about that from 9th grade. And the course request form is open now for 2024 to 2025. We are having conversations every day at lunchtime. Our door is open for students to come in and just drop in if they have quick questions. We have booked meetings with parents and for students for longer time if they have more complicated or larger questions. All of that's happening right now over the next 5 weeks. And we're really happy to help. April 25th is when that needs to be submitted. But that really is the course request form. Understanding graduation requirements is the first step to college and university. Second thing is then selecting the courses that you need in order to get into college and university. And then the third process is then, talking with the counselor and going through what Miss Angie is going to explain now in a minute. So yeah, that's, I think, my talking points, Mr. Justin.
Mr. Gregory, yes, I have one question for you, Mr. Gregory. In terms of these as graduation requirements, it's understood that 24 is the minimum, right?
Mhm.
But what about volunteer hours? Is that also considered for graduation as well?
We have we have 40 hours you have to do to volunteer to obviously get the diploma. So students have to help out. A lot of the things that colleges and universities are looking for right now is they're not looking for a student with a 4.0 GPA. Long has that passed many years ago. What they're looking for is a student with a 4.0 GPA who took multiple AP courses, has challenged themselves, but then is in addition interested in student life, being parts of the sports program or the music program, contributing to the society or the community that they come from. And then they're the people that the real top universities in the world want as part of their programs. So having just a 4.0 and getting straight A's in all your classes, not as important as it used to be. It is important and it obviously makes you attractive, but it's not the be all and end all. Very much like, you can apply for a job and you can have 26 doctorates and you can be a doctor 26 times over. But if you can't like hold a conversation with somebody, you have no social skills, you're a bad person or negative, company isn't going to want to hire you and keep you on, right? So that it's gone to that sort of way, which is good. And that's why the American program and American curriculum is very strong, because it does focus on that, those holistic partnerships with parents, students, and the community. So, yeah, good question.
Mr. Gregory, I have another question too as well. Obviously, you know, everybody knows I do tours for the school, so I'll always get the questions. I'm trying to think about what parents ask me. What if you're a student who's transferring into our school for next school year, and you already have done maybe 20 volunteer hours at your previous school? How does that work? Can you transfer in volunteer hours, or all 40 have to be done at GAAQ?
So we won't credit anything from your previous school, but if you do come to us in grade 11 and you're only with us for 2 years, grade 11 and grade 12, all we ask is you do 20 hours, not 40. So it's not like you come join us in grade 12 and then we ask you have to do all 40. We're just asking you to do 10 per year, essentially. So we have a few students who joined us this year. Again, it's about that. We want you to be part of the community and help out, whether you're going to be somebody at a parent-teacher conferences who's making coffees for the teachers, or if you're helping outside at a hospital at Hamad and you're volunteering your time at, Qatar Cancer Society. All of those things are great. All you need really is a piece of paper to say that you contributed it. But it's an initiative to try help that global outreach from the community, from within the school to outside the school as well.
All right, cool. Thank you for clearing that up. I'll progress to the next slide, whoever's going to take that one.
Yeah, it's me. In order for us to keep supporting you the best way possible, when I meet with students or with parents, it usually helps to know from before some information so I can help you better. So, for example, what country are you thinking of applying to? What course you want to select, or what program? What financial restrictions you have, and what universities you're thinking of. This will help me guide you, and then I can also show you the options that we have for university. So it's about finding the best fit for the student. And in order to find this, then we need to talk about certain points. My role is also to support the student with writing the personal statement. Most of the universities will ask for an essay, and there's a lot of resources, specifically in Unifrog, which is the college platform that we use here in GAAQ. I believe most of our students are already being introduced to that platform in advisory. They use it a lot. So in there, they can find a lot of tips and resources depending on the essay that they have to write, because depending on the country that they're applying, the essay will be different. So I support also with graduation plans, and this involves some students might consider taking gap year. So we share gap programs, or just making sure that they have some sort of plan after they finish high school. Recommendation letters is also another requirement from universities, and our students will start from now, 11th graders, to ask these recommendation letters from their teachers in order to support their applications later on. Usually they have to ask for 2 recommendation letters, and these letters are asked to the teachers that they will they have the strongest connection with, but also the teachers that are related to the subject that they want to later on study. So for example, if a student wants to study engineering, then they will probably ask their math teacher or their chemistry teacher or AP pre-calc teacher. We also share some recommendations on how to ask these recommendation letters to their teachers. There's certain guidelines which I can share later on if you would need it. We also support students with sending the transcripts to university. And then this question we get a lot from parents is, what's the difference between official and unofficial transcripts? Official transcripts are the transcripts that are sent directly to the university from us. And unofficial transcripts are transcripts that are shared with the parents and with the students. These are for personal reference. We only share official transcripts to the university directly. This is the way that we have been doing it, and this is the way that universities will accept official documents from a student. Students also have to sometimes take external exams such as SAT, IELTS. The SAT is an exam that is an exam that is taken through College Board. Students have to register through this website, create an account, and then they attend the day of the exam to take the SAT. Here in Qatar, there are certain schools that offer the option to take the SAT. And also the IELTS, it's an English test they have to take in order for them to see where their English level is. Most of the universities will ask for the IELTS, SAT, depending on the country. There's one deadline that universities will start to have when 11th graders come back from the summer. That's when they will start their college applications. And then the first deadline that comes for the majority of the universities is November 1st. This is mostly for USA universities. And then we also have the senior exit survey, which we share towards the end of the school year. So for example, we will share that with the current grade 12s this year. And that's a survey we send in order for us to help us track alumni information. So there we ask, where is the student applying, and scholarship information. So then we can track this information and share with parents. And later on, if we need extra information to ask from the student, we also can contact them if we need further information. Yeah, if we can go to the next slide, please.
Basically, what Miss Ng was saying was that she's super busy and has a really important job at the school. And that's all she said in that slide right there. But great work.
Yeah.
We'll go to the next slide, Ng. Yeah.
The other important information to know is that as GEM School, we offer scholarships to GEM students. And if you want to know more about this, I share the link in this slide. And I also have information here in my office, which I can share with you, but it's basically Gems for Life. And then we have partnerships with certain universities. And then just because our students are from a GEM school, they can get a scholarship. But to know more information exactly on the amount of the scholarship and which universities, I would recommend visiting the website. And if you want to know more about it, then you can definitely reach out to me. And the next slide, please. And then in this slide, we shared universities that our students have been admitted to in the previous 2 years. And as you can tell, our students go everywhere, and they have been admitted to top universities around the world. So it's just, this gives you an idea that our students have a very strong applications and also transcripts coming from an American curriculum, and they can go from, they have, being accepted to USA universities, UK, Qatar, Asia, Europe. So that gives you an idea of where our students are going. And I do have their information here in my office. So if you want to know more about a specific university or reach out to them, please reach out to me, and I'll share that information with you.
I'm curious, anybody in the room, does anyone see their alma mater on this list or no? No?
No, have nobody gone to the University College of Dublin yet? I think there is one interested this year. Miss Muna, I think. University of Toronto, Miss Muna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely have students there for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm at West Virginia University. I think we have one student in West Virginia University, I believe. But I could be wrong, but I did see it on the list. Mr. Wessel, what about you? You see yours on there?
No, I've got either University of Massachusetts or University of North Florida for me, but so no,
Okay.
not there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Miss Angie, no? You see it? Okay. All right.
No.
Cool. Yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, so let's go to the next slide here. I think this is Ms. Muna's time.
Yes, so I think many of our parents are already aware that we do offer AP courses, but for those with maybe some younger students in grade 9 or maybe grade 8, advanced placement courses are university level courses that our students can take at a high school level. This gives them a unique opportunity to really learn how to think and study like a university student. It also gives them an opportunity to potentially earn university credit a little bit earlier. That means they can graduate a bit quicker, save some money in university. At the moment, these are all of the courses we are potentially going to be offering next year. They are subject to change. Things could happen. But for now, we are offering all of these with 4 new courses being offered next year: AP Comparative Government. We're branching into both AP Economic courses, macroeconomics, microeconomics, and as well as AP English Literature. So we are continuing to grow. We have quite a few students taking APs this year. And it really depends what their future career goals are in terms of what APs to take. But I highly recommend for every student to at least take 2 throughout their university, high school career, just to get an idea of what university level courses are, to have an interest to kind of expand on those. Can we go to the next slide?
Before we do that,
Yeah.
we have to provide context. Not everyone here has been with us since 2018.
Okay, very true.
2018, we started the AP program, and I believe we
Yes.
had 5 APs at that time.
Yeah.
Now we're going into, inshallah, 2024, 2025, and we're looking to have, what, 24? Is that right, Ms.
Yeah.
Luna?
Yep.
24.
We nearly offer almost every AP that there is to offer.
So we basically quadrupled, right, our output
Yes.
in terms of the APs, and we do offer the most advanced placement courses in the country. That's pretty sure once we do have 24, that'd be the most for sure. So I just want to be able to share some context on how much we have grown, and just the mantra of our school: we don't rest on our laurels. We try to offer as much as we can, and it's hard to find teachers who are actually certified in these areas. And if they're not certified, we have to, make sure we develop our teachers and motivate them to become certified in AP. So it's a testament to the school's leadership. Individuals like Ms. Muna, who's been here for a long time, Mr. Gregory, who's been here for a while, and then obviously Mr. Wessel and Ms. Angie have a part of this in terms of the growth that we're experiencing right now. But I just wanted to kind of put that into context because it's a really great accomplishment, and I've seen it happen because I've been here in 2018. So it's just pretty amazing where we are. And so I will go to the next slide, but I just wanted to kind of make sure I put that in there for everyone in the audience. So here we go.
Absolutely. So within AP, there's even another kind of layer of prestige that students can gain, which is getting the AP Capstone certificate. So this is specifically for our students that take AP Research and Seminar, as well as 4 other APs. But it doesn't just stop there. They also have to score a minimum of 3 in all of those APs in order to achieve the AP Capstone Diploma. And this has been one that we have had actually quite a few students get across the last few years. It's something that's been growing as we've been continuing to have more students be interested in both of these courses. AP Research and Seminar are not very subject specific. They're more skill-based courses that teach kids, teach our students skills that they can use across all AP subjects. They're learning research, they're learning presentation, they're learning how to find effective sources. So they're learning skills that are going to be beneficial well beyond. And I highly recommend, especially AP Seminar, if you have a child that is going into 10th grade, I would highly recommend that they kind of take that first. It really, really shows, like research has shown that 10th graders that take AP Seminar in 10th grade tend to do much better in their other AP courses in their junior and senior years. So the earlier you can get your children kind of exposed to AP courses, the much easier it is with later courses as well. And then final slide. So this is just putting the AP Capstone Certificate and Diploma into context for you. So they'd have to take AP Seminar first. It's a full year-length course. And then in the second year, they would take AP Research. During that time, they would take 4 other APs and need to score a minimum of 3 or higher in all of these courses in order to achieve the AP Capstone Diploma. And that is just something extra that does look good for universities. It does add, makes your application just that little bit more competitive. And I think that might be the last slide for me.
Yeah, that's the last slide. All right. So pretty concise presentation, but it's a lot of information in there. Hopefully our families find it very beneficial and valuable to understand how our program works from A to Z. All right, we do have a couple of parent questions, really from the one parent, but these are really good questions that I want to go over. So let's go to the first question. I'm going to put this on the screen here. Are AP subjects mandatory to take? If so, what is the minimal number of AP subjects?
Yeah, it was a good one. I talked with some parents on the tour that we had this week about it. You know, the first valedictorian and salutatorian that we had both went to the same university, and both students actually finished with a 4.0 GPA. One student had multiple AP classes. I think he took like 8 APs and finished with a 4.0, and he got into George Mason, I think. Another student just finished his regular day courses, got a 4.0 GPA, and got into the exact same course in George Mason. So there's different tracks, and you don't have to take an AP is essentially the short answer. It is attractive to take AP courses, obviously for college and universities, and obviously score well on the exam at the very end. And the recent update, the other point that's important to note is that in Qatar, if you want to go to a Qatar university starting next year, you have to have completed 2 APs and had a score of 3 or above in those AP scores. But again, there is an exception. You don't, again, have to take an AP if you don't want to, because you can just do the SAT test as a substitute for those AP courses if you don't want to take an AP exam. We are a college and university preparatory school. These AP courses are designed to be like university and college courses. And I think the skills that they give our students are beneficial long-term for the success, for their success. So I would always be an advocate for at least taking, 1 or 2 in your time at GAAQ. But no, it's not mandatory.
That's good to know. And I just want to clarify, one of the students went to George Mason University. The other one went to Georgetown University. So, yeah, both were Georges. You know what I mean? But
both
yeah,
Georges,
just want to clarify that as well.
Hey, I just wanted to pipe in here a little bit, mostly because so I'm not just completely useless here. I can add a little bit of something anyway, right? But I want to point out that one of the great things about the AP program is that, yeah, it's not mandatory. It's actually a strength of it, because then students can go and they can take the APs that they are best suited for, the things that they actually are interested in and what they want to do. So it's a really flexible program where if you're really strong in math, then maybe you take AP pre-calc and you take AP calculus. But if languages aren't your thing, then you don't have to worry about trying to take AP language and composition or AP literature. So it's really flexible and customizable to each individual student.
Can I also add something?
Of course.
Yeah, so for university applications, some universities might take that AP credit and take it for the first year of university. So, for example, if a student took an AP pre-calc, the university might take that credit for math, and then they might not do math in the first year on university. So, we always recommend students enrolling in APs, because definitely it helps for the university applications.
Definitely. All right. So hopefully that answers your question, Ada. We're going to move to her next question here. And can the AP subject be taken more than once in case there is room for improvement?
It's a good question. Ms. Ali, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You cannot take the same class again because you can't receive double credit in your graduation. However, you can take the AP exam again and improve your score the following year. Am I correct, Ms. Ali?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Because, for example, I had a student took AP biology, was not as happy with their score, but they've already taken the course. They already know kind of the content. They still got the resources from the previous year. And so they've chosen to self-study this year, which they can still register with us. And they will just take the exam itself a second time to get that score updated.
And I have a question for you all. When was AP established in the 50s, right? 1959 or 56? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
1950s. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not that old, but I did take APs as well, and when I was in the States. And I always tell families this on a tour. It was lucky enough that I was able to take APs, and then I was able to use the AP credits that I received for university. So I came into university already with credits before I even started. And I was able to pay a lot less money because the exam, I believe, was $95. I can't remember how much it cost at that time. But that first starting course that is substituted for in university, I was about $3,000, $4,000. So you do save a lot of money as well if you're able to get your credits transferred from that university class you're taking in high school all the way to the university. It does save a lot of money and does save time. You get right into your credits a lot more with the more APs that transfer. So hopefully that helps people understand the applicability, not just rigor in high school. It does have applicability depending on the university that you're going to and if you pass the AP exam. So hopefully that helps. All right. In terms of that, she said, perfect, thank you, no problem. So that's all the questions that we actually have at this moment. So what I would say from now, is there any other thoughts, ideas, parting thoughts that you want to have, that you want to leave with the audience today? So if any of you have any thoughts that you want to end with, please let it be known now before we end the stream.
Just so I come from the Irish curriculum, and I've been here 9 years, and I've been learning the American system. You've got 4 different nationalities on this stream right now, and we have over 80 nationalities in the school. I know these things can be confusing because you might not have been brought up in the American curriculum, and all of these questions lead into the college and university process, which no matter what curriculum you're in, there is always stress about what college and what university you're going to go. But we are the experts in guiding and making sure that students are on the right track. We are available. You can book meetings with us. We are happy to meet and talk about each individual student. Takes a lot, but that's why we have such a great team. And yeah, just to know that if you are stressing about college and university, you're not alone. I think 95% of parents, and usually if it's your firstborn, you always make the mistakes with. That's what my mother always jokes about. She made the mistakes with me, but my other 2 brothers got through it because I was the eldest. We're here to try help you not make mistakes with your eldest. So use us. We are a great resource. And if you're in our community, we of course want to make sure you're successful. That would be my 2 cents.
And then I would just put this information up here as well. This is Miss Ng's email address. If you guys have any questions, obviously she's a wonderful resource. We're always putting in different type of events and summer programs and things that are going on in our newsletter. Usually comes from Miss Ng for me to share to our family. So this is her email address. And then for AP questions that you have, this is Miss Ali's email address here on the screen as well. So make sure you reach out to us. You know, we are customer service oriented, and your college pathway and university pathway matters for sure. And so we have a full comprehensive team to help you out as best as possible. That is it, everyone. Thank you, my friends, for coming today to help out our parents. Parents, thank you for coming on to the live stream, and we really appreciate you. Have a great Thursday and even better rest of the week. And as a reminder, we do not have school on Sunday. As per the school calendar, please do not show up to the campus on Sunday. Enjoy yourself. We do not have school on Sunday. Spread the word to everyone. All right. Ma salama. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.